Hello children, welcome to our today's session of social and political life. Today we are going to see lesson number 6, rural administration. Children, in the last lesson we have seen the administration at the lower level or at the village level, means we have seen the working of the village, like how they conduct Gram Sabha, again how the people of Gram Sabha they elect one representatives. Then these representatives they form Gram Panchayat. Okay, Sarpanch was the head of Sarpanch is the head of this Gram Panchayat, and Sarpanch plus with the Panch, okay, all together they form Gram Panchayat. Again they have a Gram Sevak called who is also called as the secretary, appointed by the government. He is not appointed by the village people of the village, but he is appointed by the he is a government body. So, last lesson we have seen the working how the village works, okay, at the means at the lower level, that is Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, Gram Sevak, how these people they together form, they come together and they work for the welfare of the village. So, in this lesson we are going to see the administration at the rural level. So, what do you mean by rural, children? Rural means it is not urbanized, okay, means it is not a city, it is like a village or it is like a town, but with small scale industries and agricultural economy. Okay. So, what do you mean by rural? Rural means an area which is not urbanized, but it has a agricultural economy with small scale industries like cotton, jute. These industries are there in this rural areas. So, now in this lesson we are going to see how we are going to see the work of police station. Okay, like suppose if there are disputes in between two farmers, then how the disputes are solved, where they have to go for solving these disputes. So, we are going to see the work of police station. Again we are going to see the duties of Patwari. Who is this Patwari? What work it has? What work he has to do? Then what are his duties? Again we are going to see Tehsildar. Okay, who is this Tehsildar? What are his duties and responsibilities towards the area? So, children, welcome to our lesson number 6, rural administration. So, just now what I said, what do you mean by rural? So, rural means an area which is not urbanized, okay, which is not much developed. Urbanized means not much developed, it is not a city, but it has agricultural economy, means most of the people are farmers only, majority of the people living there are farmers, plus they have small scale industries like cotton industry, jute industries. Okay. So, this is known as rural. Rural means this one rural means area which is not urbanized, but it has agricultural economy with small scale industries. Now, what do you mean by rural administration? So, rural administration means looking after the smooth working of the working of the village. Okay. Now, rural administration is needed. Why it is needed? Because it is needed as there are more than 6 lakh villages in India, children. Okay. So many villages are there in India. Near about 6 lakhs in villages are there. So, who is going to look after these villages? Who is going to take care of water supply, electricity, construction of roads, water, again medical facilities, schools? So, it is not possible for the government, central government alone, right, to take care of all the villages. So, here it is the work of this rural administration to take care of such villages. Again, to maintain the land records, to resolve the conflicts, etc. So, this administration, the people who are working for this rural administration, they have to keep proper land records, they have to resolve the conflicts, means they have to solve if any disputes arises. So, we are going to see who are these persons whose duties are to maintain the land records, then to solve the conflicts. Okay. Now, this administration structure, okay, this is the administrative structure of a rural area. So, at the lower level is the Patwari. at the lower level is the patwari, or we can call him as lekpal children. So this patwari, he works at the village level. Village level, who looks after this village at village level? It is the patwari or lekpal. Then again after this then this patwari, he is answerable to this tehsildar. Okay. So second after this village level, it comes the tehsildar or talukas. So here the tehsildars or revenue officers, they look after this work. So first level is patwari, then comes above them is the tehsildar or revenue officer, and at the upper level, that is at the district level, is the district collector. So these persons are responsible for the functioning of the these persons are responsible for the rural administration. So here again I will explain. First at the lower level is patwari, then he is responsible to tehsildar. Okay, tehsildar or revenue officers, they advises this patwari to how to keep the records, how to maintain the records of the land. Again these tehsildars, they are responsible to this district collector, means they are answerable to this district collector. Okay. So this is the work, this is the 3 levels of rural administration. First at the district level, then these districts are divided into tehsils or talukas. So and again these talukas are further divided into the villages. So this patwari, he may be responsible for one village or also more than one village. Now we will see the work of patwari or lekpal. Okay children. Now who is this patwari? So this patwari is also known as lekpal, he is also known as kanungo, he is also called as village officer or karamchari. Okay. These are the names which the people call patwari as lekpal or in different areas, lekpal, kanungo, village officer or karamchari. So who is this patwari? He is a government officer. Earlier he was paid by the villagers, but afterwards he became a government employee. Okay. So he is a government body, he works for the government and government pays him the salary. Again he is in charge of 1 or 2 villages. Okay. Under him there may be one or more than one, that is 1 or 2 villages. He has to look after the work of these 2 villages. He has to maintain the record, he has to keep the records of the land, he has to solve the disputes of the farmers. Then we are going to again, what are his duties? Okay. So this patwari's duties are conducting land survey. Okay. So this patwari, he has to conduct the land survey, he has to measure the land survey. Again he has to field inspection, means he has to visit the fields after every interval. Okay. He has to inspect, field inspection. Again recording of crops, this also is one of the duty of this patwari. He has to keep a record of crops, how much the crops have grown, then which crops are grown. So all these records he has to keep, which we will call it as a khasra record. Again his so one more duty is the collection of revenues. Okay. He has to collect the revenues from the people. Again preparing maps for police enquiry, he has to prepare the maps if any if any cases are there, okay, regarding the farm or crops. So this patwari, he has to prepare the maps for police enquiry. Maps means maps related to the fields. Again preparing khasra record, it is one of the important record, it is a which the patwari has to maintain, and that is called as khasra record. So what is this khasra record? We will be when we are going to read the lesson, that time we will see what is this khasra record. Again supervision of farming land. So patwari, he has to supervise the farmers regarding the farming of the land. So these are the works or duties of patwari or lekpal. So he is a government officer, he is in charge of 1 or 2 villages. Then he has to conduct the land survey, he has to keep a field inspection, again he has to keep the recording of the crops, he has to collect the revenues from the people, again he has to prepare the maps for any police inquiries, again he has to prepare the Khasra record. Khasra record is a record in which the name of the farmers is written, again how much field he has, that is that details, each and every details are mentioned in this Khasra record. Again he has to supervise the farmers regarding the farming of the land. So these are few things which you must know about the Patwari. Then we are going to see in this lesson more about Tehsildar. Okay, who is this Tehsildar? He is the head of the Tehsils or Taluka. So he is also a revenue officer. Okay, Tehsildar is a revenue officer. He is a subordinate to district collector, means he comes next to the level of district collector. First level we have seen, that is district collector, then afterwards the second is the Tehsildar. So he is the subordinate to district collector, means whatever information he receives, he has to pass the information, he has to give the information to the district collector. Then he has to hear the disputes of the people of the villages. Okay. Then he has to supervise the work of Patwaris. He has to supervise, he has to advise the Patwaris regarding their work, regarding the maintenance of the records, regarding the farming of the land, regarding the crops. Then he ensures that the records are maintained properly and land revenue is collected, means the work of Tehsildar is to see that these Patwaris, okay, these Patwaris are, whether they are keeping the records, whether they are maintaining the records properly or not, and again whether they are collecting the land revenue or not. So he has to ensure that the records are maintained and land revenue is collected. Again these Tehsildars, they help the farmers in obtaining the copy of their land record. Okay. So Tehsildars, what is one of their duty? It is one of the duties to help the farmers in obtaining the copy of their land records. If a farmer he wants his record, okay, how much land he has, then this farmer he can go to the Tehsildar to get the copy of his land. Again Tehsildar, he helps the students to obtain their caste certificates. Okay. So what is one more duty of this Tehsildar is, if suppose if we want, okay, if the students want the caste certificate for any of their purpose to submit in the schools, colleges or at the job place, then they can get the caste certificate from this Tehsildar. Okay children. So is it clear now what are the duty, who is Tehsildar, then what is the duties of Tehsildar, then Patwari and rural administration. So what we have seen now, these are some important things which we should know before going through this lesson. That is, what do you mean by rural administration? Rural administration means looking after the working of the village, to take care of the water, electricity, constructions of roads, waters and water supply and etc. Again to maintain land records, resolve the conflicts etc. Then we have seen the 3 level administrative structure of this rural administration, that is, at first comes the district level. So district collector is in charge of this in district level. Then second, below it comes the Tehsils or Talukas, where the revenue officer or Tehsildar is responsible to look after the work of this Patwari, that is Patwari will come at the lower level or at the village level. Then we have seen who is Lekpal, what are the duties of this Lekpal, why Lekpal or Patwari is appointed. Okay. So he is appointed by the government, then he is in charge of 1 or 2 villages, then what are the duties? He has to conduct the land survey, again he has to do the field inspections, then recording of crops, collecting the revenues, and all these records he has to show to the Tehsildar. Again he has to prepare the maps for any police enquiries. Again he has to prepare the khasra record and supervision of farming of the land. So, these are some points we have seen about Patwari, and now we will come again to Tehsildar. So, Tehsildar is a revenue officer. He is a subordinate to district collector. He has to hear the disputes of the people. He has to supervise the work of Patwaris. Then he has to help the farmers in keeping the copy of, in obtaining the copy of their land records. Means he helps the farmer to give them their copy of the land records, and again he helps the students to obtain the caste certificates. Again, and one more thing is, he ensures that the records are maintained properly and the land revenue is collected regularly from the Patwaris. So, children, now we have seen about this Patwari and Tehsildar. Now we are going to see the lesson. We are going to read the lesson. Okay. So, just open your lesson, children, textbook. Okay. Yeah. Now we are going to read this lesson, rural administration. So, just now as I have told you, rural means it is not fully urbanized, okay, not fully developed. Still agriculture is the economy of this rural areas, and there are small scale industries. So, why this rural administration is needed? Because there are more than 6 lakh villages in India, and taking care of their needs like water, electricity, road connections, then building schools, again health care facilities is not a small task. Okay. Again, in addition to this, land records have to be maintained and conflicts too need to be dealt with, right. So, a large machinery is in place to deal with all these. Large machinery means a large group of people, okay. A process, a system, a large system is in place to deal with all such things. So, in this lesson we will look at the work of 2 rural administrative officers in some detail. So, who are these 2 rural administrative officers which we have just now we have spoken, children? The 2 rural administrative officers are, first one is Patwari and Tehsildar, okay. Okay, can you see this picture? Okay, what is this picture about? There is a quarrel, right? There is a dispute among these 2 farmers, right? These 2 farmers, they are arguing with each other, okay? They are fighting with each other. So, why they are fighting? Why there is a quarrel in the village? So, what is the reason? So, that reason we are going to see just now in the lesson, okay? Mohan is a farmer. His family owns a small agricultural field which they have been farming for many years. Next to his field is Raghu's land, which is separated from his by a small boundary called a bund, children. Okay. So, here there are 2 farmers, one is Mohan and another one is Raghu, okay. And they are having the field which is very it is touching, it is very close to each other, and it is only separated, only one partition is been done. So, only a small boundary has been drawn between their 2 farms, between their 2 fields, and that small partition or boundary is called a bund, okay. Like suppose see this is one farm field and this is another field, okay, children. So, these 2 fields are just divided by divided by this small border, and this border small boundary it is called as bund, okay. Now, what happened? Why they are quarreling? So, one morning Mohan, he noticed that Raghu had shifted the bund by a few feet. So, what this Mohan has noticed, children? One day in the morning, what he saw? He saw that this border, this boundary, okay, this boundary was just shifted, okay. Just imagine if this is the boundary, then it was just shifted to here. So Mohan noticed that Raghu had shifted the bund by a few feet, means he has shifted the boundary by few feet. Why did he do so? By doing so, he had managed to take over some of the Mohan's land. Okay. So what did this Raghu did? Raghu, he shifted the boundary so that he will get some of the Mohan's land, and which will increase the size of his own land. See how cheating he has done. Okay, Raghu, what he has done? He has removed the bund, he has removed the boundary, and just he has shifted this bund so that he will be able to get more land. Okay, he will be able to get over some of the Mohan's land, and this will increase his own field. So Mohan, he was very angry. Okay, but he was also little frightened. Though Mohan was very angry, he was angry with this, but he was also little scared, he was frightened. Now why he was scared, why he was frightened? He was scared because Raghu's family owned many fields, and besides, his uncle was also the Sarpanch of the village. See children, why Mohan was scared? He was scared because Raghu's uncle, okay, he was the Sarpanch, he was the head of this village. So he was frightened, he was scared, but though he was scared, he plucked up courage and he went to Raghu's house. So he was scared, he was frightened, but still he made a courage, okay, he made a courage to go to Raghu's house. Now we will see what happens when he goes to Raghu's house. Okay. Next, when he went to Raghu's house, a heated argument followed. A heated argument means there was a fighting, okay, between these two people. The argument followed. Raghu, he refused to accept that he had moved the bund. So Raghu, what he is saying? He is refusing. He is saying, no, I have not removed the bund. Okay, I have not removed the boundary. I have not removed the bund. Then what he did? Raghu, he called one of his helper. Okay, and they began shouting at Mohan and beating him up. So this Raghu, okay, he was rich. He was having many fields, and even his uncle was a Sarpanch. So what he did? He calls one of his helper, and they all started shouting at Mohan, and they started beating Mohan. Okay, without any reason, they started beating Mohan. Then the neighbors heard the commotion. Okay, they heard this voice, they heard the voice, they heard this sound of fighting. Then what they did? The neighbors heard the commotion and they rushed to the spot where Mohan was being beaten up. So the neighbors, they heard this sound of beating and they ran towards Mohan, and they rushed towards the spot where Mohan was being beaten up. Then what they did? These neighbors, they took him away. Okay children. So what is happening here? First of all, Raghu, okay, what he did? He has tried to remove the bund by so that he will get some of more, he will get the size, okay, sorry, he will get more of the field, of Mohan. Means by doing this, he will manage to take over some of Mohan's land. And when Mohan went to ask him about this, what he did? He called his helper and he started beating Mohan. And when he started beating Mohan, that time the neighbors rushed to the spot and they tried to take him over. Okay, they took him away. They took Mohan away. So Mohan was badly hurt on his head. Okay, and hand means he got hurted on his head and hand. He was given first aid by one of his neighbors. Children, what happens if you get hurt? Okay, if you fall down or something hurts you, then what do we do? First thing before going to doctor, what we do? we apply our first aid, right? We apply some antiseptic cream. First we wash it with Dettol, then we apply some antiseptic cream. So same thing, even he was given the first aid by one of his neighbors. His friend, who also ran the village post office, suggested that they go to the local police station and file a report. So when this Mohan, he was badly injured, that time one of his friend, what he suggested, one of his friend whose work is to look after the village post office, he suggested him that he should go to the police station, to the local police station, and he should file a report, okay, FIR, that is first investigation report. But others were doubtful if this was a good idea, because they felt they would waste a lot of money and nothing would come out of it. So when one of the villager, that is one of his friends, suggested him the idea to go to the police station and file a report, but others, they were having a doubt, okay, they were thinking कि this will not work out. Why? Because it will just waste a lot of money by for registering a FIR again, and nothing will come out of it, means no one will help us. Some people said that Raghu's family would have already contacted the police station. So here again some of the people, what they said, कि before we go, already Raghu's family must have contacted the police station, okay. Now after much discussion, it was, so here the discussion was going on whether they have to go to the police station or not. Then afterwards, after much discussion was held, it was decided that Mohan would go to the police station along with some of the neighbors who had seen the incident, children, okay. So whenever you whenever you register a file or whenever you go to the police station, they will ask you for a proof, right? Proof they need, evidence they need. So here Mohan, at last he decided to go to the police station with some of the neighbors who had seen the incident, okay. When this incident was happening, that time some neighbors, they came, they rushed to the spot and they helped Mohan to take him away from that spot. So Mohan, what he did, he asked these neighbors to come with him to the police station because they have seen the incident, what has happened. Now we are going to see the area of the police station, okay. Now here we are going to see, children, the working of the police station. So so here how actually in this lesson we are here we are going to see how the police station, how the work of the police station goes, then how we first what things we have to do, whom we have to go and ask for registering the complaint. So this now, children, I think this topic area of the police station we will see in our next session, okay. So in this lesson, what just till now just we will recapitulate whatever we have learned. We have seen that there was a quarrel in the story, there was a quarrel in a village where Mohan and Raju, they were having a conflict regarding the land, okay. Mohan was saying that Raju, he has shifted the burn to manage his land, okay, to increase the size of his own field, whereas Raju, he was denying that Raghu, he was denying that he has not done, and he called his helper and they started beating, okay, they started beating Mohan. Then afterwards some neighbors came to help him and they took him away, where one of his friend who used to look after the post office, he suggested Mohan that they have to go to the police station, to record the complaint. Then after much discussion, what happens? Finally Mohan, he decides that he has to go to the police station to register the complaint with some of his neighbors who have seen the incident, okay. So children, hope now In the next session, we are going to see again the working of working at the police station, then work of Patwari, Tehsildar and many more things. Till then, we will meet you in the next session. Have a good day. Bye and thank you.